Hello there, this is RomWills coming back at you with yet another video. Don't blame women for your problems. Don't blame women for your problems. Yeah, I know, because I know there's a whole like business ecosystem of men on social media saying women doing this or that. No. As a man, you got 100% control over yourself, and you also got 100% control who's in your orbit. Did a woman hold a gun to your head and say, "Hey, we gotta sleep together"? Did that woman force you? I mean, she can lie, she can do all that stuff, but at the end of the day, she didn't force herself into your house. She didn't force herself into your bed. You don't have to listen to anything she said. And remember what I said in my last video, is that woman going in your direction? Look, I'm gonna tell you something now. You know what's up. Why are you saying you giving power to that human being who might not be bigger than you, might not have held a gun to your head, might not have said anything to force her, but you know what? She had that fat ass though. You made a choice to deal with her, or whatever you like on a woman. Yeah, I notice I like a fat ass. But don't blame that woman. Whatever's going on. She didn't do anything. You could have, hey, even if y'all in a relationship, even if y'all married, and she doing some foul stuff, did you check her? Did you check her? She's only doing what she doing because you ain't said anything. In fact, some women want to be checked. And yeah, you got some trifling ass women out there. Why you with her? Why you with her? You forced her? Or even if there's kids in there, you gotta stand up for it yourself. Is she doing some foul shit? Did you check? Did you argue with her? Now I know some guys say don't argue, but if she doing some stuff that's going against you, going against the family, you need to check. You need to look at it. And you can do it calmly, however you do it. But remember, you made a choice to be with her. You made a choice. I remember that legendary film a few years ago. It was around 2005, Diary of a Tired Black Man. And I remember this woman, she putting this guy through all this stuff. But at some point he said, you know what, I chose her. I chose her. He acknowledged it. Because look, I don't care. I don't care who the woman is. I don't care how fine she is. I don't care if she got all that progression I talk about. And I ain't gonna go over the progression because this is serious though. You a man. I'm gonna tell you something my mother said, may she rest in peace. I never forget what she said. Don't be scared of anything smaller than you. And most of y'all gonna be bigger than your woman. Most of you gonna be taller, most of you gonna be bigger. So why you letting her do whatever? I don't care what she cooking for you. I don't care what she doing in bed. If you got a problem, why you there with her? I don't care. You might even think you in love with her. Okay, fine. But she bringing problems, you gotta think about love. Let me go on a tangent real quick. I never forget this elder told me, and for those who read my book, Nice Guys and Players, you know I talk about Jim. And I remember me and him, we were riding with this elder, and he said, you know, what is love? And he was like tolerance, forgiveness, respect, responsibility. He was saying all this other stuff. Now, if you with a woman, she ain't giving you all that. That's your choice. Like I said, she ain't holding a gun to your head. Look, you got, if there's any problems, instead of saying, well, the women ain't doing this, they ain't paying attention to you. Like you get a lot of guys saying, well, women ain't checking me out. Okay, so what you doing? Are you working to be attractive? You got a choice in that. What are you doing? Because one of the things, like, you get a lot of guys having trouble with women, but you deal with them, you're around them, you can see why. You can see why. They ain't doing anything, or they got a negative attitude. I'd never forget, I was at this wedding, and this guy was complaining, wondering why these women weren't checking him out, because he was complaining instead of just being himself, instead of just working on that. He had control over that. And even when I talk about getting your tribe, sometimes some guys say, well, only these ugly women come for me. Okay, so what are you doing to get better women? What are you doing? See, a man has 100% control over himself. Now, if you want to get better women, look, first fix yourself up. Fix your appearance up, fix your attractive forces up, and then you can choose to go someplace where there might be a better class of women. If you don't want to deal with those ratchet women, okay, well, maybe you need to move from that neighborhood. Maybe you need to be in something. And then only reason a woman's going to deal with you, a bad woman's going to deal with you, is she finds something about you attractive, or she finds something about you that's a mark. You have a choice whether or not you're going to be a mark. You have a choice. And see, even when I'm doing a lot of these videos, every now and then I get some guys say, how come you ain't going in on women? For what? A man has power there. If a man changes himself, if he exercises the power that's within his ability, he can change any problems that he's having. He can change it. He can change his tribe. If you don't want to mess with some ratchet, disrespectful women, why are you dealing with it? Change yourself so you can get it. Like a man can control the type of women coming for him. Whether it's through his appearance, how he's dressing, where he's living, how he's speaking, his speech intonation, everything. You want a better class of woman, that's on you. That ain't on the woman. Don't get mad at them. Because if you have trouble with 20 women, only thing they had in common, I don't care how much they look alike, whether they're the same race, same social class, the only thing they had in common was you. So if you want a change, you have to look at yourself. You have to look at yourself. Don't be blaming these women for whatever. If you constantly are marked, women trying to play you, okay, what is it about you? I remember a woman, she got played by a man, and she didn't get mad at him. She said, no, what was it about me that got caught up with that man to begin with? When you dealing with a woman, you have to look at yourself and ask yourself, okay, what is it about me that's getting this type of woman? Or if you're not getting women, okay, what is it about me that's not attracting women? Because you got control over that. And if you feel like you don't, or you feel like, oh, nah, that's crazy, well, that's on you. This is your life, all right? This is your life. And you got 100% control over. You got control over the man in the mirror. You got control over your appearance and how you interact. You got control over your posture. You got control over who you choose back. Because I'm often saying, yeah, women choose, but they don't force you. You still got to choose them back. That's when your choices come in there. That's when your choices come in there. That's where you got the power. And you need to be looking at that woman, any woman you deal with, like, okay, what is this woman going to do for me? But you got 100% responsibility for that, all right? And I want y'all to think about that, all right? Stop blaming the women. That's why on this channel, I don't go into the blaming the women. Because the man, the M-A-N, all capitalized, has power. That's where your power is, all right? I want y'all to think about that. And I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.